Welcome back to the Dino Dungeon Devlog. I'm Nino, it says so on my hoodie, and if you had this hoodie, you could be Nino too. That's how it works. Today we're going to implement new level themes into the game. In Gamedev, there are things that are so laborious and time consuming that you put them off for a really long time. In Dino Dungeon, one such task is implementing the tile sets for different level themes. This asset pack has 7 themes in total, and to add the new themes, I need to create a rule tile for each theme. A rule tile is basically a smart tile. Take this singular tile. This singular block tile has a border around the entire edge, but when you put a tile next to it, you don't expect 2 blocks, you expect them to join together. And by joining together, what they're doing is checking all their sprites and all the rules on those sprites to see what appropriate sprite they should use for this scenario. And then, once you finish your rule tile, you can draw whatever you want and basically use it as a tile paintbrush. When I make a rule tile, I draw a set of shapes, and as you can see, the tiles have not joined up properly. But as I add the rules to the rule tile, they will join up properly. And to add the rules, you have to do this extremely annoying and labor-intensive and time-consuming IQ test. So what the green arrows are saying, this is the tile that will show up when there is another tile in this direction. And what the red crosses mean is there is no tile here. So work through your R assets and add a rule for every permutation of tile, and keep in mind each tile can have actually several sprites for variation. If that didn't sound hard enough, once you work through all the tiles in your asset pack, you will see that there are still blocks and tiles that have not joined up together properly, and what that means is that you have missing tiles. Yay! The artist who made these tiles probably knew that they weren't making every permutation of the tiles, and probably hoping that you were not a perfectionist and be a massive pain in the arse about it. But turns out, you are a massive pain in the arse about it. So now, you're going to have to go and make these missing tiles. The question is, how many tiles do I have to make? Well, how many tiles am I supposed to have in the first place? How many permutations? Now, if you look at these, they have really distinct tops and bottoms, which means that no tiles can be rotated to fit different permutations. All the permutations have to be handmade. So how many do I have to hand make? How many permutations should there be in a game where each block can be 1 block high? So the answer is 47. I checked myself. So the artist has provided 22 permutations, but I need 47. So there are 25 tiles missing, but also I have 7 themes. 25 times 7 is 175 missing tiles. Identify and create 175 tiles. Did you wishlist the game on Steam? You should wishlist the game on Steam. 175 tiles. 175 tiles. In Photoshop, I have this little system of layers where the background is a fill layer. I can also add whichever corners I want, as well as I have all of the sides, so I can create whichever tile I need. So let's go ahead and solve this one. So I plot those corners down, and that's the tile I need. And then I add the new rule, and I have filled in the missing tile. So all I have to do is do that 175 times to find all the missing tiles through all of the themes, and then go back into the rule tiles and add those missing tiles until I have no more missing tiles. And finally, I can have a satisfying tile brush. And if we zoom in, you can see that all the tiles are correct. So one by one, I went through the levels and I thought about which levels could be what themes. I was actually reskinning by hand, and at some point I realized that there's actually a fill tool, which is super useful and makes my life much easier. So finally, let's have a look at some levels. We have the regular dungeon theme. We also have this summer theme, which I really like. We have a desert theme, and we actually have a darker desert theme. It's called autumn, but it looks like darker desert, so I'll probably use it for more menacing stuff. We have an ice theme, which is very cool. We also have a floral theme. It basically looks like dungeon, but spookier, so I'll probably do a more dangerous dungeon. And we have a mountain theme, which is kind of like summer, but mountain. So that was a lot of work, and I could have just not done any of this and avoided using certain shapes, but I am adamant about building the right tool for the job, and here we are. You can morally support me on Discord, shout out to my patrons, and if you like the video, hit the bell button, so when I make something on my end, you receive it on the bell end.